The Philippine Coast Guard has deployed a patrol ship and inflatable boats to deter and monitor Chinese research vessels in the area near what it called the Escoda Shoal. Philippines says it suspects China could be embarking on a grand strategy to seal off an oil-rich area in the disputed South China Sea before reclamation. It also suspects Beijing to use it as a base to thwart the movements of Philippine vessels after crushed corals were discovered near the Sabina Shoal. China has carried out extensive land reclamation on some islands in the South China Sea, building air force and other military facilities, causing concern in Washington and around the region. The Philippines, China, Malaysia, Brunei and Vietnam have competing claims in the South China Sea. All right, for more on this, DD India's Laura Westbrook joins us with more from Hong Kong. Laura, what more can you tell us about what is taking place at the Sabina Shoal in the South China Sea?
Yes, so Manila says that it has sent ships to the Sabina Shoal in the Spratly archipelago. This is where it says China is building this artificial island, and that in doing so, it has crushed coral. This area is within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, although China does claim almost all the South China Sea. And the Philippine Coast Guard spokesman has said that sending a ship there is to act as a deterrent for Beijing to build in building these artificial islands, and that it was committed to maintaining a presence there. Now, the response from Beijing, we heard from the Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman, has called these latest accusations by Manila groundless. They've called it a smear, and they've said that that they will act on it. And I was looking at some other reaction from state-run media. The Global Times says that any actions that the Philippines takes in provoking in this area, that it will take strong countermeasures. So we're really hearing, from both sides, there is tensions are heating up, and they really are. Neither side is backing down.
Tensions are heating up, but China and the Philippines' relations are at crossroads amid maritime incidents. Laura, you think this will further deteriorate the relation between the two countries?
Well, yes, as you mentioned, we are seeing increasingly combative encounters in the South China Sea, especially in recent months between the Philippines and China, with Chinese Coast Guard vessels blocking Philippine resupply missions into the area. In doing so, the Philippines says that they've used water cannon, they've even injured some Philippine crew members. And I think what we're seeing here as well is an increasingly assertive Philippines under the president of Marcos, and that comes with the backing of the United States. Some of the tactics that the Philippines has used is to bring journalists or NGOs on board the vessels in the South China Sea to witness these encounters. And I was reading just this week, an NGO is set to travel with on board a Philippine vessel into the South China Sea. That is most likely going to anger Beijing. And last week, we've seen the annual Balikatan, that means the shoulder-to-shoulder drills, the largest ever military drills taking place in the South China Sea, but with the United States and the Philippines. And a day after those drills finished, we saw the People's Liberation Army of China starting its own military exercises in the South China Sea.
All right, Laura, we'll leave it at that. Thank you for getting us the latest from Hong Kong.